It's the Falcons and the 49ers, next on EA Sports.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
set to go. Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Burrow now off the bootleg. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. They go play action with Burrow. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. Unfortunately, his effort not enough to help put him over the hump in that defeat.
And let's face it, this is a guy who absolutely hates to lose. When we talked with him, he wasn't talking about the plays he made, was it?
No.
He talked about the plays he didn't make. That's absolutely the mark of a true pro.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Sermon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. Again with Sermon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Sermon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Oh, he doesn't quite make it down at the 1-yard line. As close as he could possibly get, but still, what a return. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Davis will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up? And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Davis to run again on second. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen with Davis. Pushes him over, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Line of scrimmage. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right...
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Ryan going to give this to Davis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They give to Sermon out of the gun. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On 3rd down, Burrow. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quad Williams. And the 49ers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You talk about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnet.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got it up. And a nice spin into some open field. And all the way down to 42. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Sermon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they go play action now. Burrow drops this one down to Sermon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw hauled in by QT here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
11 MT. 11. 12.
A give for Sermon running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Burrow on play action. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That one good for 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. The kick by Gold is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Looking deep for Julio. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Burrow. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow will throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Play action. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Man open, here is Jones. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
First and 10, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Got an open man, it's QT. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He'll leave that underneath to Sermon, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
This is caught inside the 15. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the Bills who pick up the victory at home. Cole Beasley, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, a touchdown catch in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Richie James, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Niners, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Pettis now on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things. But take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that, but one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player. And he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things, and he incorporated that into his route running.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw here into the hands of Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now Ryan on first down. He's going to let one fly for Tate. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. Here's Davis running right. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now Ryan on second down. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them, and his team's winning.
And Matt Ryan's happy, too, to have Julio Jones on the other side of these.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about breaking teams down, and oftentimes just through a running game. These two, they can break a team down through the air.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a give to Davis. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They go play action now. Ryan letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Working with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Sermon. Sermon with space, a first down, and then some. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Play action. It's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a handoff. Sermon.
22 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Sheds off the tackle, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Shakes off the sack. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure he'll wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it, because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Davis running left. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
As as usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They go play action with Ryan. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now Burrow on 1st down. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he loses the football the second time. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
A first down carry for Davis. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up the screen with Davis. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And there are really very few fullbacks in the NFL today that get used as weapons in the passing game. But Kyle Juszczyk, definitely one of them. Part of the reason he's been a Pro Bowler 5 years in a row.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Powering forward. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan able to find Ertz. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Ryan. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing now is Ryan. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And some room to maneuver. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They keep it with Davis on first down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down, Freeman. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. Freeman again. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Gets this one to use check. Not much there, only a yard. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is that?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. They've got the jumbo set out there, a huge play in this overtime session. It's 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 3.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. First man through. It's the fullback use check. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
On second down, it's Sermon. Dances by him, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmy. In the
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They run once more with Sermon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone, this thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this.